Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Autumn Embers and welcome. I am doing a CAS video, which I don't normally do, but as I was going through some custom content like hair and stuff for perhaps Scarlet, which is my Black Widow, I thought she could go for a bit of a makeover. I came across a Sabrina hair and oh, this is cool. And I was like, oh, I must have this in my game. I was like, okay, perhaps I could make a video out of it. And then I remembered the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is coming out on Friday the 24th. I'm so excited. And so I thought, oh, I can make a video about all this and jump on the choo-choo train of hype of Sabrina. So that is why I'm making Sabrina. I was in two minds whether I should make just Sabrina or make Sabrina and her family. I chose to make Sabrina and her family just because I thought it would be a bit more of a challenge to make the entire family. So I think I've done a really good job with Sabrina and Zelda. I'm so happy with the way they turned out. I'm really pleased actually how Zelda came out. I was like, yeah, that's Zelda. You can tell that's Zelda. Yes, I made her. I'm so happy. But Hilda and Ambrose, on the other hand, I found it so hard and difficult to make both of them. And bear in mind, I find it very difficult to make male sims anyways, let alone making a male sim that is meant to look like an actual human being in the real world. So you're probably thinking, why do it in the first place then if you have such difficulties with it? Well, it's a good challenge, and two, he is actually part of the Spellman family. And actually I spent about 3 hours making this family, and by the time I got to Hilda and making Hilda, and I was just like, oh yes, I'm finished, woo! Oh no, Ambrose, I gotta make Ambrose. And oh yeah, so I'm okay with the way Hilda and Ambrose has turned out. Okay enough for it to be released into the world. But yeah, I'm more happy with the way Sabrina and Zelda have both came out. I have used custom content, so I've used custom content quite a lot with Sabrina. So I've got custom content for the hair and the clothes. I'm really happy with the clothes that I have found for Sabrina. I'm really happy with it because I believe she wears this kind of outfit when in one of the episodes when she is a mandrake. So the mandrake has sort of like a petticoat with a shirt underneath, and then the real Sabrina is wearing something very similar to this. So I'm very happy with the way I managed to get Sabrina. So like I said, Sabrina is coming out on the 24th, which is this Friday. I don't normally do a video on Tuesday, but like I said, Sabrina is coming out on Friday, and I thought I should jump on the hype choo-choo train, and so that's what I'm doing, and I'm so excited. My mum has already made me promise to not watch Sabrina until she gets back home on Friday after work, so I have to wait and watch it with my mum because last year I was watching Sabrina, and I was watching like the last episode, and my mum came in and just sat down and watched the last 15 to 10 minutes of Sabrina, and she got into it. And as soon as I finished watching the very last episode at the time, me mum was like, oh, that looked quite good, do you want to watch it again from the beginning? Like, yeah, right then, sure. So I got my mum into Sabrina, and I have to wait till my mum gets in after work. But I'm very excited. I've been watching all these sort of like the Netflix promo videos for it, and I watched all of them because I can't wait for it. I'm just thinking though, because it's a Netflix production, it's a Netflix sort of program, they've sort of like made it, I think. Will it mean that we will get all the episodes in one big go, or will they only just like release it like once a week, so we can get like an episode once a week. I'm just trying to think what they did for Stranger Things, because don't Netflix own Stranger Things? Like it's their program, it's their thing. Oh my goldy baldy. When it comes to voiceovers, my intelligence just goes out the window. I just don't know anything when it comes to when I'm doing voiceovers. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know anything, and it just goes all out the window because I'm just so paranoid, because I know there's other people out there that know a lot more things than I do, and there's probably someone watching this and going, oh no, you got it all wrong, you're talking out your butt. And so yeah, when I'm doing voiceovers, I absolutely know nothing. But I think Stranger Things is kind of similar to Sabrina, because Netflix, don't they own it, don't they? So I'm trying to think what they did for Stranger Things, but hopefully, because either way, there's pros and cons to it either way, because if they release it in one big go, means you can just binge watch it. But the problem with binge watching, and by the end of it, you go, oh, that was great, that was brilliant. You stop everything its tracks, but it was brilliant, and then you go, oh, now what? Now what do I do? It's just been and gone. It was an enjoyable experience, but now it's just been and gone. What do I do with myself? And also, like I said, you just drop things to watch the program, or if it does come out week by week, you get something to look forward to, but also it's an annoying thing because you just want to watch it all now. So I am taking Zelda Spellman at the moment. Apologies if I sound out of breath. It's because I had a bit of a weird night sleeping-wise, because I have asthma, and normally my asthma doesn't bother me at all. I can just get on with things. But last night I kept waking up because I was having difficulties breathing, so I had to use my asthma pump throughout the night, and it's just been bothering me quite a bit. And throughout the day I've just been using my asthma pump so I could breathe a little bit better. So I do have my asthma pump right next to me, and I've also used it just before this video so I could talk a little bit more normally without weird breathing, sounding like a dog toy, or coughing. So this is Zelda Spellman. I did make her family orientated because when I looked up the traits for Zelda, it did say that she is very protective of her family, and like she is very protective of her family, and she will do anything for her family. So I gave her the family orientated trait for that reason. She is in the mumsy one. The mumsy one is Hilda. She's the one who sort of like lays down the law. You don't mess her around. I also made ambitious because she did marry Father Blackwood for just for like the position that it would give her, not for the love that she felt for him. She didn't feel any love for him, so I gave her the ambition for that because she's sort of like playing the game, and it's very logical and very ambitious. Self-assured because you got to be confident to do that stuff. For Sabrina, I did really want her to make her ambitious because the way she sees herself, like she could become what's it called? I watched it just this morning. The head of the Church of Night, and it's very ambitious because women are not allowed to do that. So I was trying to find an ambitious trait. She is a teenager, and I could not find it. I do not know if I wasn't seeing things properly, but I could not find the ambitious trait for her. So I can't remember what I put her as. I am watching the video as this is going along, although as the video started I really wasn't, because I struggle with opening up these videos when it comes to voiceovers. Once I get going, it's alright. It's just the beginning. How do you opening it up? So here I'm doing Hilda Spellman. Like I said, I found it very difficult to make her. Every time I showed my mum just to sort of like can you guess who this person is? Because that's what you want. You want people to recognise the person you are making and recognise it is the character you are trying to make. And I kept showing my mum, and my mum was like, yeah, you just need to make her look older. You need to make her look older. It's like, can you make her older? And I was like, well, she's an adult already. The next step is an elder. The next step after that is deaf. So, no, not really. I did try to use sort of like the really increased sort of lines right by the like smile lines, like the nose and mouth. I did try to use them, but it didn't quite look right on her. So I just went for sort of like the indented lines at the top of your forehead. Frown lines, I think they're called. Like I said, knowledge goes out the window when I do voiceover, so I don't know anything when I'm doing voiceover, so I think they're frowny lines. When I'm not doing a voiceover, I could probably tell you lots of things and being very sure of myself. It's just, I don't trust myself and my knowledge. So, for Zelda's traits, I did go for cheerful. Oh, yeah, cheerful. Yeah, sorry. Another tangible trait that I could talk about. I went for cheerful because the reason why I had kind of struggled with Hilda was because I was using reference photos to get the characters, the Sims, as close as I could. But the thing with Zelda, she's always smiling. She's very cheerful and happy all the time, which is great. She's smiling. But the only time she's sort of frowning is when it's serious. And the lighting in the show, it gets darker because it's a serious scene. And I couldn't quite see her face. And when someone's smiling, your features kind of distort slightly. And it was kind of struggling with that for that reason. I also tried to attempt typing Lucy Davis, which is the actress who plays Hilda. And again, she was smiling a lot, and so it was kind of annoying because I couldn't get quite a clear view of her eyes, her nose and mouth. And so that made it a difficulty to do. I also made her a foodie just because she's always sort of like making and baking things in the show. In the episode that I was watching, she was making jars upon jars of lemon curd. I also made her family orientated because she is the mumsy one out of the two aunts. She's very sort of like protective to Sabrina. So that's the reason for the traits. Had to give her the iconic blue eyeshadow that she always wears and the pink lipstick, because that, I think that is very Hilda-esque. I found it very hard to find clothing for both Zelda and Hilda. So with the clothing, I did find some custom content. It was very easy to find custom content for Sabrina, actually. It was very easy to find. But I am not an average custom content user. I've only really just started using custom content in the game for videos, really. And the only custom content that I am keeping in my game at the moment is the custom content for my Black Widow. But when I do use custom content for videos, I will keep them in the game to make the sim. Oh, and then once the video is out, I will delete it from my folder. So I don't really use custom content much. So that means I don't know really where the best place is to get custom content. I tend to look at sort of like custom content videos, and hopefully they will leave link in the description box, and I will just go to the links that they've recommended, and I will just go through and see what they have. So this could be entirely my fault because I'm probably not looking in the right places, but I was struggling to find custom content clothing for Zelda and Hilda, who are both adults, because the custom content I was finding was for young adults. Yes, adults and elderly people can wear young adult clothing, but I was trying to find clothing that suited them and went with their characters, and I was struggling. Zelda, I could find her clothing quite easily in The Sims 4. Some of it doesn't quite match, but it kind of goes in with what she wears. But Hilda, I was struggling to find custom content for her. Like I said, it's probably just me. There's probably abundance of custom content for adults, and that would suit Zelda and Hilda, but I couldn't find it, so I was struggling, so I did stick with the stuff that we have in the game. So like I said, the stuff that we have in the game is quite good for Zelda, but not quite as much as for Hilda, so that didn't help either. So I had struggling with her face because she was too smiley and happy all the time, and I struggled with her clothing because I couldn't just find her style even in custom content or in the game, but I did find some stuff. So this is Ambrose Spellman. I love his character in the program. But if you've noticed, he has a slightly more unusual kind of look to him. Not saying that in the bad way. I'm not saying it in the bad way. But he does have a slight unusual look. He has sort of boggly eyes. He's got like very boggly eyes. I don't know how else to explain this. Just very boggly kind of eyes. It's sort of like set forward and boggly. And the picture I was looking at, he had quite pinky purpley lips, so that is why I gave him lipstick. In some of the pictures he didn't have those lips, but the picture I was looking at, he has sort of very pinky purpley lips. If it bothers you, you can take it off. It's very easy, but I kept it as that. His hair, he has a bit more volume to his hair, which is why I was looking at the cats and dogs stuff, but he doesn't have the faded sides, so this was the only hair really available to me. Like I said, I struggled so much because, like I said, making male sims in the game is difficult for me, let alone trying to make a male sim that is meant to look like a real human being that exists in the real life world that people recognise, because I don't want people to go, oh, that's rabbit, that's poo-poo, you did a rubbish job, I'm sorry, this is just a bit of fun. I'm not trying to upset anybody by not doing the best I can, because I do. Like I said, I'm really happy the way Sabrina and Zelda came out, so if anything, they're the reason why I'm releasing this video, because I'm so happy with it. My mum said that, yeah, he kind of looks like Ambrose. That's fine. I think that's the best I am going to get. So also, I only really did the everyday outfits. I'm going to show you how I did the everyday outfits. At the end, I do show you what I put in for the rest of their outfits, so you can see. I did get some custom content for the Sabrina, not full day, formal hair. It's basically, it kind of looks like her mother's wedding dress. It hasn't got the lace, but I put her in that because I put her in the dress, the custom content dress that I put her in, because it kind of looks like her mother's wedding dress. That is what I'm trying to say. I gave Ambrose the deviants because he did try to blow up the Vatican. Whatever. He's a bit of a mischievous person, isn't he? So this is the outfits. I will leave you here. Please like and subscribe. Oh, I can breathe. Please like and subscribe. Please enjoy the rest of your day. If you have any comments, you can put them in the comment section below. But thank you for watching. Thank you and goodbye.